What's happening, you guys? Happy Father's Day out there. Welcome to the Fred Freedom Show. My bad, I got overly excited because this should be out on Father's Day. This should be the Father's Day episode. Shout out, this is the Father's Day episode. Hopefully I can get it edited out on Father's Day because I'm recording this the night before Father's Day. It might be a little bit of procrastination, might be a little bit of adulting, might be a whole lot of fatherhood. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Shout out to the Fred Freedom Show. You're here kicking it with me. Thanks for kicking it with me. Got our first guest for the show on this week's my dad. Shout out, he wanted to come on and kick it with me. I actually asked him, kind of begged him because he's not into social media. But shout out, man, he came to kick it with me. I thank him for that. Before we get too far off in this episode, let's go ahead and crack this week's beer. Once again, Hoosier Brewing Company. It's another pie face, actually. And this one is called Upside Down. Pineapple Upside Down cake. My bad. You can taste the pineapples. You can once again taste that ground cracker crust. It's really amazing. I really enjoy these beers. And shout out to Hoosier Brewing Company. And shout out to Dez. If you know, you know. I actually went to a party, homeboy's birthday party. Shout out to the homie B. Adams. Went to his birthday party Friday night. And he had a lot of beer in his fridge. But the party really didn't start till these Hoosier Brew Company's beers came in. Everybody's been and had the pizza, the wings, and the beer. I mean, shout out, man. They told me I need to do a video of the Hoosier Brewing Company wings versus El Emporium. If you don't know, so both of those are local spots here in Indy. Shout out. That video might be coming soon as I get a hold of those. But so it's Father's Day, and it's kind of my third Father's Day. The first one, Brooklyn was born 3 months early, so she's in the NICU for the first Father's Day technically. She wasn't supposed to be here. We got that gift anyway, so shout out. Yeah, this year I'm a little bit, because I actually kind of planned it out this year. Last year I didn't really worry about, I'm not really, first Father's Day last year, I wasn't really into it. So last year my family got me a grill. I had to put that grill together the night before Father's Day. Shout out. I mean, let me keep it 100 with you. And dads love their families, dads love working on things. And me personally, I love grilling too. Did not want to put a grill together on Father's Day though. So I did the night before, didn't want to do it then. But so much was expected of me because I had to cook on that same grill for Father's Day. Not this year, nope. So me and my homeboy Nick, planned some things. We had some time together, we planned some things. So we're actually having like a joint Father's Day party with me, my family, his family. And we're kind of doing a cookout. What it's really going to be is it's going to be us ordering food instead of cooking out. While we hang out in the pool, sip some beers, having a good time. Shout out, that's how I want to spend Father's Day this year. Yes, I'm going to have my family there with me. We all going to kick it. I love my family. I'm not putting anything together. I'm going to be in the pool chilling now. Might get sunburnt. So what? I need it. I'm kind of light skinned right now. I need it. And you see the hat. I got some comments about the hat last week because I didn't realize that the green screen and the color of the underbill of the hat from last week was the same color. Hey, I'm learning things. Shout out to all the dads out there. If your underbill of your hat is green, it's gonna pop up on the green screen. I learned that the hard way, so you didn't have to. Let me pass those on to you. And you live and you learn, baby. Hey, that's why we here. And yeah, I don't really have much to say this week. Me and my father talked for a little bit. We did it over Zoom. And I had to use my laptop camera, which is a horrible camera. This is a fantastic camera I got right here. I want to say it might be in 4K right now. I'm going to edit it down in 1080p because I know how to do them things on the computer now. A boopity-doopity-doop. But please, yeah, man, please. Oh, and this hat, you would notice it's not an Iran hat. Shout out to Iran. I made a choice not to buy anything from major brands. I have a lot of friends who own clothing brands. So I made a point this year for the rest of 2020. I think all of 2020 I haven't bought any brand new hats from like New Era or Nike or Adidas. So this one, and you'll see it says ABB or BAB, I guess you would say. It's some letters on here. It's called Born Again Believers, what it stands for. Shout out to the homie JD. Shout out to the Oil Elite Clothing Company. Shout out to the dad cap, man. He threw this in. Shout out, I love dad caps. But the one I really want, I can't wear because it's green. But I will throw the B-roll in of the hat that I really wanted. And shout out because it's a fantastic hat. It's a New Era hat. I'll link his clothing company in the description so you can check it out yourself. But yeah, man, I'm gonna sit back and sip this beer and watch this video of me interviewing my dad over a Zoom call. It's very interesting. I actually wrote down questions for him, like I didn't know him, and I didn't know the answer. Kind of didn't know the answer. Pops drops jewels, and you'll hear me call him daddy. And 34 years old, man. And he's daddy. My mother's mommy. I'm sorry, it's not gonna change. Say something in the comments you want me to change it. Let's fight. Put them hands up, man. Let's go. Anyway, I'm just messing around. I don't want to fight no more. I'm too old for that now. But yeah, man, check out this interview of me and my dad kicking it. Welcome back to the Fred Freedom Show. Welcome to this segment. And got somebody special here. Got the man, the myth, the legend, Fred Jr., my father. If you guys didn't know, I am the third, so this is my father, Fred Jr. Let's say what's up to the people. Daddy, thanks for coming.
What up, everybody?
Happy early Father's Day to you.
Hey, that's what's up. Appreciate it.
This episode should be out on Father's Day, so we're recording this the night before Father's Day. It's the kind of the only free time I have at the moment. But I brought my father on. Figure it's a show about dad's show. It's the man who taught me how to be a father, and so had to invite him on. First guest on the show, actually, too. So shout out for that.
Oh, cool.
I got a couple of questions I want to ask you, Daddy. Just I don't know. You've helped me become a better father, if you know it or not, just by your actions and the things you've done in my life that I've seen, and that I'll try to pass down or try to mimic. But I have learned kids are not like I was back in my day. And Jeremiah, he spent a lot of time in his room and hanging out, playing video games. It was actually, you remember Brandon Adams? It was actually his birthday. I want to say his birthday was Thursday. Had a party, a little get together Friday, and went over there and we just reminisced about all the times of hanging out and like, man, we used to be out here in these streets. Like, we used to be out here, and all we had, I think maybe somebody had a cell phone before everybody before they became popular. But yeah,
right.
But things have changed a little bit. So, but I want to ask you a few questions real quick. The first question is, what do you think makes a great father, or what makes you a great father?
What makes me a great father?
Yeah, or what makes you a great father? Whichever one is easier for you.
What makes a great father? I don't know. I don't consider myself a great father. I don't. I mean, my kids may see that differently because I see areas where I could have done things better. I should have done things differently. So, I look at that and I'm like, I kind of sell myself short there sometimes.
Yeah.
But what makes a great father is even as you're going through it, realizing you can look back and say, I should have done that better. I should have done that differently. And then kind of adjusting, and making the proper adjustments as you go along, man. There's no book to it. You just really, you just in training,
It is. I saw I think it was an Instagram post, Facebook, whatever, social media post. It said it made me really appreciate you and you and mommy. But it said that whole time that you were and growing up, or you were, I forgot how they put it, I think it was like the whole time that you were a child or you were growing up and your parents were also growing up. And so, I mean, it really put things in a little bit of perspective. Like,
yeah, man, we were still like kids, man, when we were raising kids. It seemed like, now, I mean, then we thought we was grown, but now that I look back and I'm like, man, I look at 21 and 22-year-olds as kids, man.
Yes.
So they still growing up their doggone selves, So
yeah,
it wasn't no joke, man.
No, that's one thing I look at. I mean, I waited because you guys had me. I think you were 22 or maybe 23. Mine was 22.
23.
You guys were in your 20s. And I always thought, I'm gonna wait till I was 30 till I had kids. Was really my goal. I wanted to wait till I was after 30. And I had friends who had kids at 21 and 22, and their kids are 9, 10 years old right now. I'm still fresh out. I still got Brooklyn. She's 2 right now.
Yep.
So the age gap's a little different, but I mean, even me, I was 34 years old. I still think of myself like, I don't think I've grew up past 16. I still think of myself as a child. and I
Mhm.
it's just a little different. Um,
Yeah.
and the next question was, how was it being my father? Like, how was it being Fred's father? Like, how interesting was that, or how uninteresting was that?
No, it was interesting to say the least. It was very interesting because you know you see a lot of yourself in another child, another boy, and you're like, wow, I used
Yeah.
to do the same things, and I used to say some of the same things. So it was it was I was really seeing myself, man, and but it was good. It was good being your father. You wasn't a bad kid, and I thank the Lord for that because you
Yeah.
didn't stay in trouble, and me being in law enforcement at the time, it was I didn't have to come across you in any way, shape, or
Oh,
form.
hold,
So
hold. Hey, can we tell that story about the time I got into a fight in middle school and you had to come pick me up from juvenile real quick? You remember that?
yeah, yeah, I remember it vaguely. I remember it.
And you
Yeah.
said something to me that stood out. The reason I never got in trouble again, I wasn't really in trouble that time. They sent me to juvenile because they couldn't get a hold of my parents in middle school after,
Yeah.
just boys having a fight. They couldn't get a hold of my
Hmm.
parents. You guys didn't have cell. I think you guys still had pagers at the time.
I probably so.
And but so I got sent to juvenile for just a fight in school, and you were a sheriff's deputy at the time, and you said something that I never forgot till this day when you picked me up, and you said, "I'm so used to coming in on the other side of that door. I never thought I would be picking my son up from this side
Yeah.
of the door." And
Yeah.
that's why I said I ain't
Yeah.
never get in trouble again. I'm cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That was something because yeah, I was going in all the time, taking kids in there, man, and then next
Yeah,
thing I'm the parent coming to get one. So
yeah.
yeah, that was that was different.
It
It
was
was.
that was a life changing event for me, whether you know it or not. That one sentence right there, it set me on the path to not being locked up. I can never.
And I never knew that. I mean, I never knew
Yeah,
that. So, wow.
and it stuck with me.
Hmm.
It stuck. A lot of things you say. Even being a parent now, the things that you said over the years to me, I hear them in my head as I'm saying something to Brooklyn or saying something to
Mm,
Jeremiah, and it's just like
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it sticks to
Yep.
you.
It happens to us all. Yeah. I still hear my mother say stuff that I still
Yeah.
remember stuff she told us. So yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, thank you. You really did you poured a lot into me,
That was
even when you didn't
funny.
think you.
No, no, I didn't think nothing about that remark. I was just speaking the truth at the time,
Yeah, no.
So
Um, and people know you raised me and Valerie. Like people do know I have a sister. But
mhm.
is there anything that you would change, like in either good or bad way? I mean, like yeah, at this one point in time when I was parenting, I think I might have took it too far. Like maybe I messed up, maybe I did. I don't know. Or it could be in a good way. Like yeah, but anything you think you could have changed um, raising us?
uh, raising a girl and a boy is different. And I kind of ran some things together, I think, that I probably would change. Um, it's different. It is different.
Yeah,
You don't want to have two different standards, but you know,
that's hard. Yeah,
it's different, man. You try not to show favoritism by letting the older boy do stuff that you don't want the younger girl to do, but then,
yeah,
you know, so that probably be an area I look back and say, yeah, could have handled stuff a little
man.
different in that area.
I hope Brooklyn's like Jeremiah in the aspect where she just wants to sit at home and play
Hmm,
video games in her
hmm,
room. I hope she's
okay.
like that. And she might be just a little wild child.
Yeah, yeah, she's busy. She's busy.
Oh, definitely. Um, you got any dad jokes you want to throw out real quick, Daddy?
Nah, nah, I don't. I really don't.
I know. I
Believe it or
wish I would
not.
have told you. I thought about it as I was hanging out with Brooklyn today. I should have asked you. I wish I would have asked you sooner. But
Hmm,
no, I'll
hmm.
take care of that later on. But any words of wisdom you want to pass down to me or just fathers in general?
Well, I think back. Well, I don't think back to it, but what always comes to my mind is a scripture in Proverbs 22, verse 6, and it says, "Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he won't depart from it." Meaning, discipline a child and kind of discipline them in the way of their gifts, see their strong spots and their weak spots, and kind of push them towards the strong spots and their gifts and their talents, and when they get old, that's what they'll stay in. They'll see that, and they'll stay in that. And that would be my advice. Find out what those things are, with your kids. I'm not saying that I knew when I was a young father. I didn't know what those things were, man, really. But as I've gotten older and I see, I would encourage young fathers to find out what those talents, your child's talents and gifts are, rather than just trying to make what you want them to do. Like, I want you to play football. So, he may be a artist,
Yeah.
he may be gifted in a gifted musician, good at the piano, or something like that. So, find out what those are, and just help them in those areas, lead them in those areas, and I think, that's the advice I would give young men today.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll because Jeremiah does play football. He plays sports, football, lacrosse, but he's been
Hmm.
bringing up he wants to be like a video game streamer, streaming online
Hmm.
and getting paid for playing video games.
Big money thing
Yeah.
there, man. That's a big money racket right there, I tell you.
Yeah. And so he's brought that up a couple times to me. So I might
Hmm.
look into
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Just I don't know if I told you earlier today, he finally got his learner's permit. And so he's out there in
Oh,
those streets
okay.
now driving.
Oh, my goodness. I'm glad I'm about 1,000 miles away.
Oh yeah. And Daddy, I appreciate you coming on as my first guest. I really appreciate you.
Hey,
And I told you earlier this week how much I appreciate you and all that. But
yeah,
thank you. And I have to tell you,
not
you
a
are
problem.
a great father. You were a great father. You
Appreciate
continue
it.
to be one, even 1,000 miles away. The
Appreciate it.
contact we have, I thank you, Daddy. Thank you.
Yep, I appreciate it. I feel honored, for real. I really do. So I,
Hey,
I definitely
thank you.
appreciate that. I'm still thinking about that juvenile incident. I'm thinking about that because it's really coming clear to me. So I'm thinking about that now.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm honored. It was a pleasure, though, for real.
Hey, thank you, Daddy.
Definitely been a
I
pleasure.
appreciate you. I love you, Daddy. Thank you.
All right, man.
I guess that'll be it. Hopefully I can episode will be out early tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's Father's Day. I gotta get stuff done tonight, so I don't have to do anything tomorrow.
Dig it.
But Daddy, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Um,
You know it.
I'll let you go. What you about to watch that the Brooklyn Nets game?
Yep. Yeah, I definitely am. I'm very definitely tuned in on that. That'll be interesting tonight.
I would say
Game
the
7.
Nets would win. I wanted the Nets to win that little series, but man, with
Yeah,
they have the full big three this whole series, I don't think.
yeah, they have not, and if they had, I think it'd have been over. The way Milwaukee's been lacking in some areas, I think it wouldn't have lasted as long as it has 7 games. I don't think it would have.
No, I
didn't
think it would.
No, I don't think so either.
But thanks. I'll let you kick it, Daddy. Thank you.
All right, man.
I'll definitely call you tomorrow morning.
All right.
Hey,
Peace.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Later.
Hey, thanks, Daddy, for kicking it with us. Thank you for pouring knowledge into me my whole life and giving some jewels away at the end, man. I appreciate and love my father, man. Thank you, Daddy. I told you that earlier this week too. Shout out. And one more thing I'm gonna start doing at the end of these videos, I'm gonna start throwing in little tidbits of because my father has poured so much into me, I'm gonna pour into you guys little tidbits of information. Like my father didn't even know the things that he said when I got arrested and sent to juvenile. The little small sentence, maybe 2 sentences he said was a life-changing moment for me. And so maybe I can throw some life-changing moments to you guys. The first one, man, I'm gonna call it maybe like a dad hack, maybe a dad wisdom, is what I'm gonna call it. Dad wisdom. Dad wisdom, man, for this week is spend time, not money, man. The most important thing to me is time, and time I have to spend with my family. That's why my Saturdays and Sundays are spent with my family. That's why these videos get recorded at least after bedtime, after Brooklyn's bedtime. Jeremiah's upstairs playing video games right now, guaranteed. Yeah, man, just spend time, not money all the time. I mean, you are gonna spend money. Believe me, we're planning a vacation, just a day trip, and it's already costing money. Like we're just a drive away to spend time in another city. But hey, time and money. Spend more time than money on your kids, man. I'm sorry. The kids need things. Kids want things. And Jeremiah wants an Xbox, whatever the latest one is, and he wants a PS5 also. I don't know if he's getting either. We got him a car. We gonna spend time, not money, man. So that's it. Dad wisdom from Fred Freedom. Spend time, not money with the kids, man. Thank you guys. If you like the videos, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell, notification bell, and all that stuff. It's becoming easier and easier for me to say that. I think this is like episode 5. So yeah, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for kicking with me. And I'll catch you guys next week. Check out dad jokes. Check out the past videos, the verses, last episodes. My first time doing stand-up. I'm gonna get back into that this summer. But man, hey, we here, man. Let's kick it. Thanks for hanging out with your boy. Hold on, man. I still got beer left. I was about to close the episode. I still got beer left. Hold on. And I don't drink beer to get drunk anymore. I actually just like enjoy the taste of this beer. It's like a soda to me, man. I really enjoy the taste of this beer now. And shout out to Hoosier Brewing Company, man. Shout out to my homeboy Dez. You know what it is. I'm gonna have Dez on the episode soon enough. You know what it is. And I was actually supposed to record an episode last week with my girl. We went out on a date night. That didn't work out. Daddy Freedom got lucky. Shout out. I know she don't watch, so hopefully she don't see this. Please don't tell her I just said that. Alright, man. Last sip of this beer. Thanks for kicking it with your boy, man. And catch you guys next week. Peace.